morning, beautiful Earthlings. It's day 57, December 17th, and Mindaugas has asked me to take him to the airport. So I will meet him and pick him up, and he's gonna ride passenger with no helmet, which gives me a shit ton of anxiety, but I'm a slow and safe driver, and I warned him that's kind of dangerous, and he's like, it's Greece. Men. So let's go. This is the most off-roading I do, by the way. There's no bike lane for bicyclists. It's just a shit show. Like, how many lanes of scooters and motorcycles do we see? There's one on that side of the car. Okay, now we're gonna take up a whole lane, and I'm gonna go this way, and that car's blocking the way, so we're gonna weasel through. People crossing. Ooh! Now we're gonna go this way. Not much. Foot pegs here. Okay, we just picked up Mindaugas and we're gonna get going to the airport. Okay. Are you seated okay?
Maybe.
Are you on the squishy part?
What?
Are you on the squishy part?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Oh, it's gonna be wind.
It's okay.
I love this downhill. The problem with being heavier is...
Oh my gosh, okay. We're gonna have to do this super slow.
Am I keeping it right?
No. We're just gonna do this with nobody here.
Okay. Let's follow nobody.
Yes. Okay, that's good.
Don't throttle too much on your fall. Oh yeah, and the problem is that when you stop, I fall. But
Oh.
I can't lean against you because I'm heavier.
You can lean against me.
Okay. Can we make it?
Yeah. I'm just gonna walk with you on me. Actually, maybe okay.
Nice view. Holy shit. Is your GoPro on?
I think so.
Okay, so if we fall...
No, we're not! We're not falling!
Sure, sure.
We're not falling. I'm safe. How cool! We get to go to the Thessaloniki Airport. Yep, this is the right one. Here?
Will do. I have no clue where I need to go, so.
Dude!
Okay, I first.
Go ahead.
That wasn't too bad.
How was your ride?
That was awesome.
We didn't die.
How hard was it?
Not hard, but it just makes me nervous because I don't usually carry moving weight. Yeah.
Go safely, so thanks.
Thank you. I was like, oh, I'm picking up speed. I should slow down.
Even I'm more aggressive with my bike sometimes than you.
Oh, well, I'm sure if you carried someone, you'd be a little more safer. I don't know when you're coming back, and I don't know where I'll be, but if I'm in Thessaloniki, I could pick you up if the timing worked out.
I'll be here for 2 months.
I know, but I might, like, go to Italy and then come back in a month or 2.
Okay.
I don't know,
I'll
but...
look you up. Yeah, your feed is delayed, right? So I shouldn't trust it.
No. Let's take a picture.
I wanted to take my camera so much.
Oh! But you didn't want to drop it?
Yeah,
Let's see, which way?
Right, so.
This way?
My cold face.
1, 2, 3.
It's so pretty though.
Yeah,
Driving over that hill, right?
yeah, it was pretty.
Over that way.
The water. Well, now you get to do nothing.
Now I get to do nothing for a long time, like 4 hours.
Yeah. What time is your flight?
It's 4:50. Oh, it's probably by around 1 right now, right?
Yeah, something like that.
This is for you.
Huh? What? Thanks.
It's a small thank you for
You didn't have to get me anything.
I wanted to.
Aw, I was part of your stressful shopping.
No, I found it on the way and I just knew you needed it.
I needed it.
Your motorcycle.
Huh.
I'm gonna pack it
I
later.
wonder what it is. Is it a new light? This is
Oh, yeah, I saw that. It works, right?
Yeah, it works.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Right.
Have a safe trip.
And I'm looking forward to those GoPro.
Oh yes, I'll send them to you.
It was nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you too.
Hopefully we'll meet again.
We will. Ugh. Bye. You're welcome. How cute. He gave me something. I don't know what it is. What do I need for my motorcycle? I need a lot of things. I need a new front fairing. I need some screws that fell out. I need an oil change. But none of that can fit in this box, so I don't know. So we're gonna head back and then mail out Alex's gift to his girlfriend. He's just riding on the line, giving the lane to the car. I know that's like a 125cc though. That looks... Those tires are like as thin as my wrist. I stopped inside this Thessaloniki store and I'm surprised they actually have women's clothes. Quite a large selection actually, maybe like 8 jackets, which is a lot. I just wanted to see what the Thessaloniki and Honda stores had inside. I already have all my gear and I don't need anything, but it's just nice to see what other stores have. And they had such a large collection for women's gear and a lot of motorcycles helmets too. So that was nice to see. A little short there. Hee hee. Any way, like, you wouldn't even. Oh, let's just squeeze on both sides of the bus. No. Okay, we're gonna see what Managas got me. He said it's something for my bike. I have no idea. A box of screws. That's something this small. He got me lights. I do need lights. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. I wonder what color they are. If they're like red and green, I might not wear them year round. This is funny. Let's see. This is so not me. Oh my gosh. If they were like black lights or just plain white lights, that'd be very me. But I'm gonna have to use them since he gave them to me. I'm gonna have to like put them around my bike in my luggage or something. Thank you, Mendagas. That was painful. I was mailing out 2 letters and 1 box, a very light box, less than half a pound. Each letter cost 49 euros to mail to the US, and the box cost 96. No, it was 150, sorry. The box cost 150 euros. And I was like, hell no, and I snatched my stuff back and I opened up the box and I was like, what can we do? And so I took the shit out of the box and she's like, I was like, do you have a bag to make this smaller? And then I put the letters inside the box. So it was only 107 euros. Alex, I'm sorry. That was painful. We'll figure something out. So I'm gonna find food because I don't even spend that much on food in a whole week on myself. Yeesh. Okay, we have bean soup. It looks good. This time there's no meat. I got a side of rice, making me bread. Okay, let me explain to you exactly what happened at the post office. So I had 2 letters to mail out and I also had a box. And I gave her my 2 letters and was like, how much is it to mail this? And she's like, she looks at her little chart with like the weight and she's like, 49 euros. And I was like, what? 49? and like on the chart it was like 49,16 or something like that. And I was like, are the commas in different places here in Europe? Like, is it €4.91 or something? And I was like, 49, and she's like, yes. And I'm like, 49, yes. And I held up my fingers like 49, and she's like, yes. And I was like, what? Like, no, that's insane. And she's like, it's going to the US, right? And I was like, yes. And she's like, it's expensive to go to the US. And I snatched my 2 letters back, and I was like, no. Like, I could not, like, that's absolutely insane to me. And I was like, oh my God, I don't even want to know how much this box cost to mail. And I was like, okay, how much is this? And she measured it, looked at her chart, and she's like, €160. And I was like, what? Like, dude, I was literally screaming at the post office. And she's like, yes, it's expensive. And I like grabbed the box back, and I like kind of shook it, because I'm assuming it's clothes inside, because it's pretty light, but it's a big-ish box. And I just ripped open that box, and I grab the stuff out, and I like compress it, and I'm like, do you have a bag for me to put this in? And I'm like, the cost is depending on the size and the weight, right? And she's like, yes. And she like gives me a bag, and she helps me like shove it in. And I was like, can you take this and put this in too? And I give her my 2 letters, and she like puts it in, and she's like, she like does the calculation of like the address and blah blah blah, and she's like, United States, right? And I was like, yes. United States of America, right? And I'm like, yes. And she's just verifying that it's the correct address and the correct country to like not make any mistakes. And she's like, okay, €107. And I was like, ugh. And I just looked at her like, this is really painful. I'm like, how long is it gonna take to get there? She's like, 3 days. And I'm like, is there any other way? Like, is there a boat? Is there a bird? Like, it could take 2 or 3 weeks, just any other way. She's like, no. And I'm like, just do it. Just do it. Because the alternative is me throwing that stuff away, and my friend's girlfriend doesn't get her gift. And I was like, I'm not gonna keep this shit. Like, what am I gonna do with it? And so, and she's like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, just do it. And she's like, are you sure? And I'm like, just do it. So yeah. And then I walked over to like one of the restaurants I've been eating at. It's right around my hostel. And I'm like, do you want to hear a painful story? And he's like, yes, I love stories. And I tell him, and he's like, that's expensive, but it's not that expensive, because he mailed a letter from Greece within the country 2 hours away to another city in Greece, and it cost him €12. And I was like, what? That's insane. Like, how much is postage in the US? Like 55 cents or something right now? Like, €12. Can you imagine paying like $14 in the US to mail a letter? Like, dude, there'd be a riot. And he was saying like, after COVID, like all the prices jumped up, and they can charge whatever they want. Like the post office, like FedEx, they're all like that, he said. And I was like, why is it like that? Because the food inflation is not that much. Like, I was telling him, like, when I mail stuff out in Croatia or like Serbia, it's like €1 or €2 or something, or €2.50. And the food is like cheaper. But here, the food is maybe like 30% more expensive than those countries in the Balkans. But the mailing rate is insane. Like, you understand? Like, that's insane. So I still have sticker shock. I need to lie myself down, because that was a lot. Like, so Alex, I'm sorry, but I didn't know. I don't think you knew either. So I'm gonna take a break, I'm gonna read my book and calm down, and then I have badminton later. Okay, it's badminton day. Let's go. Okay, we made it to badminton, so let's put our shoes on and stretch. Okay, I just finished playing. I'm gonna head back to the hostel and shower.